Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time visiting this channel, I would like you to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video you will get notified as soon as possible. Yes, so last week was insane. Yes, it was a very insane week for us. We had so much pips on our table last week. Yeah, so if you watched my analysis last week, I would like to say a very big congratulations to you, because I hope you took advantage of it. If you didn't watch too, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry you missed it. All right, you missed it. But hey, so far as the forex market is there, opportunities don't cease. All right, there are more opportunities to come, so make sure you don't miss my weekly analysis. I come your way every weekend. I bring you forecast, I bring you what to expect going into a new week. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button and then smash the notification bell. All right, yeah, so as usual, let's go through these pairs just as we normally do. All right, so we first of all start with the dollar index. So for the dollar index, I'm still bullish on the dollar index. Yes, I'm very bullish on it. So going into next week, I'll expect to see price retrace a little bit to this area, and then we see a continuation to the upside. All right, yes, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of retracement and then a continuation to the upside. So that is my expectation on the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY, I think last week I was bearish on this pair. All right, and it moved exactly just as I outlined. Yeah, it moved exactly just as I outlined. So if you watched, I'm hoping you took advantage, because I was expecting this low to be cleared, and it did exactly that. All right, this low was beautifully cleared. Yeah, so going into next week, I want to see price come up a little bit. All right, back to this zone that was broken, and then we see a push to the downside. So going into next week, I'll be taking some short-term buys. All right, I'll be taking some short-term buys, and then I'll continue my sells. All right, yeah, so that is just that for GBPJPY. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. So for AUDUSD, I was bearish last week. Yeah, for AUDUSD, I was bearish last week, and I mean, it did exactly that. All right, I was expecting this low to be cleared. All right, I was expecting this low to be cleared, and beautifully it did that. All right, yes, last week I told you something about this price action. All right, last week I told you something about this price action, and last week's analysis was more of educative content. So I would urge you to go back and then watch last week's analysis. I don't want to say it here, like I don't want to waste time and then repeat it here again. All right, last week I told you something about this, and this is exactly what is happening in here. All right, look at this one too. Yeah, so we expect to see price continuing to push a little bit up to the zone, and then we see a push to the downside. So going into next week, I would be looking for some short-term buys to this area, and then we see a push to the downside. So that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on NZDUSD. All right, yes, so I mean, you can be going to look, you can go to the lower time frame. I'm giving you the directional bias of the pairs. You can go to the lower time frame based on your strategy. All right, yes, based on your strategy, you can just go to the lower time frame and then be looking for your patterns and then your entry draws and all that. All right, yeah, so AUDUSD, NZDUSD, same plan. All right, yeah, so just as I was expecting AUDUSD, I was also expecting bearishness on NZDUSD, and it did exactly that. Alright, yes, it did exactly that. Look at this here, look at this. Alright, yes, if you don't understand, just go back to last week's forecast. I made an explanation so far as this price action is concerned. Watch it and then add it to your repertoire. It's going to help you a lot. Look at what happened here, boom. Look at what happened here, boom. Look at what is happening. All right, so going into next week, I'm expecting to see price push a little bit up into this zone, and then we see a continuation to the downside. So I'll be taking some short-term buys so far as NZDUSD is concerned. So we'll be looking for buy opportunities on this pair. All right, let's quickly look at what is happening on NZDJPY. All right, let's look at what is happening NZDJPY. Yes, let's look at what is happening NZDJPY. I'm giving you the direction of the market. All right, I'm giving you the direction of the market based on your strategy. I know most of you trade differently. All right, you all trade differently. So I think the best thing I can do for you is to give you the directional bias. Pick up your strategy. All right, yes, be looking for your entry levels and all that on the lower time frame. I'm a swing trader, that is why I always prefer using the daily time frame to predict the direction of the market. All right, yes, I normally use the 4-hour or the 2-hour time frame for my entry. All right, that is for straight, that is straight. Yeah, so that is that. Let's look at what is happening on NZDJPY. So for NZDJPY, I'm bearish long term on this pair. Imbalances back into the zone. All right, before we see a continuation to the downside. So I'll be looking for buy opportunities so far as NZDJPY is concerned going into next week. All right, yeah, so that is just that for NZDJPY. Let's look at what is happening. All right, let's look at what is happening on EURAUD. All right, let's look at what is happening for EURAUD. I'm bullish, all right, but price hasn't really gotten to the zone I'm really expecting that bullishness to start yet or to resume. All right, yes, but let's look at where is that bullishness, or where I would price this zone. All right, I'm expecting to see price push a little bit further into this zone, and then there has been a creation of what relative equal highs here. So I'm expecting to see price get here. All right, this is going to be my target. All right, price push up to this target, and definitely once it gets here, some of these imbalances are going to be filled, and once filled, I'll see where price will move to next. All right, yes, so that is my expectation so far as EURAUD is concerned. So once I get here, and I'm going to take my buys here, and then this is going to be my target. All right, yes, this is going to be my target. Once it gets here, then I'll look at how price will react. Yes, so that is just that for EURAUD. Let's look at what is happening on NZDCHF. Let's look at what is happening NZDCHF. So for NZDCHF, I am bearish. Yes, I'm still bearish on that pair, but let's look at what is happening. All right, yes, let's look at what is currently happening. Yeah, so this is what happened last week. We saw price push further to this candle we are seeing here. All right, yes, tap into this candle, and then we are seeing some of rejection. So going into next week, I want to see price push a little bit up to tap into this bullish candle we are seeing here, and I'm expecting to see a quick rejection from there to the downside, clearing this low, and then finally attacking this liquidity we are seeing here. So that is my expectation on NZDUSD. Let's look at what is happening on EURJPY. All right, last week EURJPY also gave us explosive moves. I said it here. All right, I talked about EURJPY here, and if you took it, kudos. If you didn't, you missed it. All right, yes, but I mean, there are still opportunities ahead, so make sure you don't miss it the next time around. All right, so last week I was expecting this low to be broken. I mean, it did exactly that. All right, yes, price quickly and explosively broke this low. All right, it broke this low, and so going into next week, I want to see price push a little bit up into this area, and then we see price push the downside, filling all these imbalances. Yeah, so I'll be looking for some short-term buys so far as EURJPY is concerned. All right, yeah, so let's look at what is happening on AUDJPY. All right, yeah, let's go what's happening AUDJPY. So NZDJPY, AUDJPY, same plan. All right, I'm bearish on this pair too as well, but let's look at what is happening. All right, yeah, so last week I was expecting this low to be cleared, and it did exactly that. Yes, it did exactly that. So going into next week, I want to see price come back to this zone. All right, I want to see price come back to this zone, and then we see a push to the downside, filling these imbalances into this candle. All right, this is going to be my first target so far as taking trade on this pair going into next week is concerned. This is going to be my first target. Now look at how price is going to react finally to this zone. All right, yes, so that is just that going into next week. If you're not part of my Telegram community, kindly look through the description box below. The link is there. Just click on it and be part of my Telegram community. If you haven't subscribed to, please do me the favor, click the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. I know you have been benefiting from this a lot. You have been watching this every week and then you haven't subscribed. Please just click on the subscribe button. All right, let's the community grow. All right, help or aid the community to grow. Yeah, so that is just that going into next week. All right, I wish you all good luck and good trade. I'll come your way again another time.